Hello my dear students, I welcome you all to today's English class. We are going to have so much fun today, okay? So students, what do you see here? Yes, we have a beautiful poem about rain. We all love rain, right? Okay, then let us recite the poem. First I am going to recite, then you will also join with me, okay? The rain is raining all around. It falls on field and tree. It rains on the umbrellas here and on the ships at sea. Let's do it again. The rain is raining all around. It falls on field and tree. It rains on the umbrellas here and on the ships at sea. Okay? Was it interesting? Okay. You keep practicing. We will continue. Dear students, we have already discussed a poem, Rain, isn't it? Today we are going to discuss the follow-up lesson, Rainy Day. Okay? At first, all of you close your textbook. First, I am going to recite the poem. All of you listen carefully. Rainy day. Okay. I put on my coat and boot on my feet. I put on my hat and walked down the street. The rain falls down from the clouds above. Making bubbles on water is what I love. Okay. So now students, all of you open your textbook. Okay, we will read it together. Rainy day. I put on my coat and boot on my feet. I put on my coat and boot on my feet. I put on my hat and walked down the street. I put on my hat and walked down the street. The rain falls down from the clouds above. The rain falls down from the clouds above. Making bubbles on water is what I love. Making bubbles on water is what I love. Okay students, now all of you start reciting with me. Okay, we will do it again. I put on my coat and boot on my feet. I put on my hat and walked down the street. The rain falls down from the clouds above. Making bubbles on water is what I love. Okay, you can see in your textbook. Rainy day. Okay, it's the title of the poem, Rainy Day. We are going to read it again. I put on my coat and boot on my feet. I put on my hat and walked down the street. The rain falls down from the clouds above, making bubbles on water is what I love. Okay. So students, we have a beautiful poem here, Rainy Day. We will continue. Students, you can see there is a picture here. It's already there in your textbook. Okay. So let's first discuss what do we see in this picture. Okay. There are many objects here. Okay. And you also know many of them, isn't it? Okay. So what do we see here? Yes, it is raining, right? It is raining. Okay. And we can see raindrops here. Raindrops. We all know raindrops. Okay, raindrops. And what else do we see? Yes, we can see there is a tree here, right? Yes, tree is there. And what else do you see? Yes, there is a house here, right? Okay, what else do you see? Yes, there is a cloud here, isn't it? Cloud. And what else do you see? A man is walking, right? Walking, yes. And what does he wear? Yes, we can see he has a hat, right? Hat. And what else? Yes, he has a coat. Coat. And also he has boot. Okay, what else do you see? Yes, there are bubbles on water. Bubbles, these are bubbles. You can see raindrops falling on water and making bubbles. Okay. So students, we can see there are many things in this particular picture. So dear students, let us discuss this poem in some detail. Okay, we will read stanza wise and try to discuss it. So here I am going to read it first for you. I put on my coat and boot on my feet. I put on my hat and walked down the street. Okay, so this is the first stanza. I put on my coat. Put on we know, yes, getting dressed. Okay, and what does he put on? I put on my coat. Put on. Okay, here we know put on means getting dressed or wear. Okay, put on means getting dressed or wear. Okay, I put on what? I put on my coat. Coat. Okay, coat. So we know raincoat or coat. Right. I put on my coat and boot on my feet. Boot. Okay. He has a boot on his feet. Okay. Boot. Right. Coat and boot. I put on my coat and boot. What else? I put on my hat. Put on again. What? Hat. Hat. Okay. So he puts on his hat. Okay. Hat. This one. Hat. Okay. So I put on my coat, I put on my boot, and I put on my hat. So what objects he has put on? We can say put on his coat, put on his boot, and put on his hat. Okay, all of you remember these three things. And walked down the street. Walk down means going, okay, walking, and down the street. Street means road, walking down the street. Okay, so students, what does he put on? Means what does he get dressed or what does he wear? Coat, boot and hat. And then he walks down the street. So students, in the next stanza we see, let me read it first. The rain falls down from the clouds above, making bubbles on water is what I love. Okay, so what happens in the next stanza? The rain. Okay, it is already raining. Okay, the rain falls down. Falls down. Rain falls down. Okay, falls down from where? From the clouds. From the clouds. Okay, we can see clouds. Okay, these are black clouds from where the rain falls down, isn't it? Students, you can see there is a picture of a black cloud here and the raindrops are falling down, right? So the rain falls down from the clouds above. So above means from the up. Okay, above. Okay, making bubbles on water. Making bubbles. What are bubbles? Okay, when the raindrops fall on water, bubbles are created. Okay, you can see in the pictures also. So these are bubbles. These are bubbles. Okay, bubbles. So when the raindrops fall on the water, the bubbles are created. Okay, is what I love. So the child is going to love, or she loves the bubbles on water. So what happens in this stanza? The rain falls down. Rain falls down from the clouds. Where are the clouds? The clouds are above. Above means on a height. Okay, and what happens? Making bubbles on water. When the raindrops fall, they create bubbles on water. Okay. So students, we have some question and answers. Let's read the poem and try to answer the questions. Question number 1. Who is I in the poem? Who is I in the poem? You can see we have the poem here. Okay, I put on my coat. Okay, I put on my hat. So students, can you tell me who is this I? Yes, the I here refers to the poet or a child. Okay, so question number 1, who is I in the poem? So in this poem, I refers to the poet or the child. The poet or a child. Okay. Now question number 2. What did she put on? What did she put on? Okay, we have discussed put on means getting dressed. Okay, so what did she put on? Let's read the poem and find out. I put on my coat. My coat. Put on my coat. And boot. And boot. I put on my hat. Okay, so students, question is what did she put on? So she put on coat, boot and hat. Okay, coat, boot and hat. Right? Question number 3. What did she do after putting on coat, boot and hat? Let's read the question again. What did she do? What did she do after putting on coat, boot and hat? Okay. So look at the poem again. What did she do after putting on coat, boot and hat? Yes, we can see walked down the street. Okay, walked down the street. She walked down the street. So walked down the street. So what did she do after putting on coat, boot and hat? She walked down the street after putting on coat, boot and hat. Now we have question number 4. Where does rain fall from? Where does rain fall from? The rain falls down from the clouds above. Rain falls down from the clouds. From the clouds. From the clouds. Next question. What does it make on water? What does it make on water? Making bubbles on water. Making bubbles on water. Bubbles. Bubbles on water. Next question. Question number 6. What does the child love? What does the child love? We can see making bubbles on water is what I love. The child loves bubbles on water. Bubbles on water. Next question. Do you like rain? Do you like rain? Yes, we all love rain, isn't it? So, yes, we all like rain. Students, we have another activity. Write some words related to rainy day. Now we have discussed the poem. Okay, you also know many words related to rainy day. Okay, all of you try to answer. We will find out some words and we have to write here. Alright. So, what do you remember? What words do you remember about rainy day? Right? Raindrops, right? Raindrops, we can write raindrops. Okay, what else? Yes, coat, right? Coat. Coat. Okay, put on the coat and yes, boot. Very good. Boot. What more do you see? Yes, we can say an umbrella, right? Umbrella. We need an umbrella in the rainy season, right? Okay. What words can you see? Okay. What else? Yes. Clouds. Right? Clouds. Clouds. Okay. What else? Hat. Oh, we forgot hat. Right? Hat. We can say hat. We also need hat. Right? And yes, bubbles. Okay, bubbles. Right? Bubbles. Okay. What else? Yes, rainbow. You can say that. Rainbow. Rainbow comes after the rain. Right? So, students, we have written so many words related to rainy day. So, students, now we have to write the answers to the given questions. Let's read the question and try to write the answers. Question number 1. Who is I in the poem? Who is I? We have already discussed it, isn't it? Okay. So here I refers to the poet or the child. Okay. I refers to the poet or a child. Okay. Question number 2. What did she put on? What did she put on? What did she wear? Okay, we have already discussed it. Okay. What? Coat, boot and hat. Right? She put on a coat, boot and a hat. Right? Now question number 3. What did she do after putting on coat, boot and hat? What did she do? We know she walked down the street, right? So we will write here. She walked down the street after putting on coat, boot and hat. Okay, next question. Question number 4. Where does rain fall down from? Rain fall down from. Okay, we have discussed rain falls down from the clouds, right? Rain falls down from the clouds, right? So students, we have another activity here. Here is an incomplete paragraph on rainy day given below. Fill in the blank spaces and complete the paragraph. We have an incomplete paragraph about the poem. We have to complete it. Okay. A child put dash her dash. Okay, remember in the poem the child puts on, yes, we all know, okay, puts on coat, then boot, then hat. Okay, in that way we have to complete the paragraph. A child put on her coat. She dash boot. She put on her boot. Full stop. She dash her dash. Coat, then boot, then hat. She put on her hat. Full stop. Then there is a long dash. Then what happened? She walked down the street, right? Then she walked down the street. Full stop. The rain dashes from clouds. The rain falls down, right? The rain falls down from clouds. Full stop. It makes dash on water. It makes what? Bubbles, right? It makes bubbles on water. Full stop. She dash all these very much. She loves, right? She loves all these very much. We have completed this activity. So students, what we have learned today? We recited the poem Rainy Day and comprehended it. This is all for today. Thank you. Bye bye.